Residents of Osogbo, Osun State capital, have expressed their frustration. Residents of Osogbo, Osun State capital, have expressed their frustrations toward what they termed fraudulent and dishonest activities of the house agents across the state. Recall that some groups in the state, including a civil society organization, Coalition of Concerned Youth, trooped out en masse to protest against the activities of house agents and some landlords on Thursday, 29 May 2025, where they asked the government to regulate their activities. The protesters, who carried placards with different inscriptions, acknowledged the high cost of building materials but maintained that the high monetary demands by some landlords and agents are too high and need to be checked. Speaking at the protest, the Speaker of the Osun State chapter of the Youth Assembly of Nigeria, Fatomi Ahmed, demanded that the State House of Assembly do something to the untamed and uncultured activities of the house agents in the state.
An agent in Osun State, and for the government of Osun to have the support, to have the confidence, to have the hatred of Nigerian masses, the state government should come to our aid. That house agents in Osun State should have a regulatory body. Anybody that will get an apartment in Osun State, there should be a registered organization where you want to get an apartment. Just call so number and your house will be provided for you. That is why we are here. Also, people are tired of total package.
Amongst the residents of Osogbo who shared their diverse painful experiences on the humongous fees charged by the agents with Rédíò Afínjú, described the activities as exploitative. Ayombode Johnson, Adijat Olutoke, and Taiwo Adegbuega, who opined that the agent charged and profit more than the landlord, called for their cancellation or a better way to censor their activities.
This issue of agents, in fact, they are the one that they are disturbing people most. In a situation whereby a tenant collected a house of 200,000. They said, okay, this 200,000 agent money will be 150, make it 350, and which is very, very bad. And if you can see today, it has become a thing of what people are making. All those agents, they are making boasts that, okay, I'm an agent, and they are not satisfied agents. So I'm just imploring the government, if they can help us to find something to do to it, in the sense that all the agents, they will be satisfied.
Looking for
an apartment was strenuous for me due to agents charging so much for agent's fee, to the extent that the fee would be more than the house owner's gain. We plead to the government to look into the matter. It was as worse as me being the one to pay for the agent's transportation during inspections. It was as worse as me being the one paying for the agent's transportation during inspections. I was fed up at a point, considering the fact that I was looking to get just a room apartment. These agents do not care whether you like where they take you to. Their money must just be complete. Some charge 10,000 naira, some 5,000 naira, while some charge 2,000 naira, which is not part of their personal fee.
So tí ìjọba lè bá wa nǹkan ṣe sí so that kò ní jẹ́ pé ìbẹ̀rù ilé.
To be appreciated if something can be done to stop these agents, to help eradicate the fear of renting apartments. Some agents would even hope for tenants to spend just a year in their apartment as the agents increase the annual rent, so they can rent the apartment out to new tenants for their own commission and agent fee.
According to the septuagenarian Rashid Adebayo, the agents need to be warned and curtailed because their activities are adding to the hardship of the citizens.
The agents should be warned because they are making life unbearable for people. They would always collect money before anyone can inspect the houses. Aside that, they always increase the original rent expected by house owners. They also collect agent fee, which most of the time is almost higher than the rent.
Ayomide Salako, a house owner who said her family went through the same painful experiences before God answered their prayers, disclosed that the rent of their apartment is put under their supervision.
Experience tí mo ní lórí àwọn agents ó ga gan o kó tó di pé Ọlọ́run dá wa náà ló ṣe rí àkọ́kọ́ ilé ẹyọ kan ṣoṣo.
My experience with agents was serious until God made a way for us. First, they would collect payment from 2 different people and even collect 10,000 naira inspection fee before one can see the apartment they intend to obtain. Also, there is never a refund if one happened not to like the apartment. My personal experience was a bad one, as the house electricity meter had been tampered with, which I got to know when I moved in, but was told not to worry about it. The day NEPA officials came in, because I left the gate opened, which the people in their house never do, was the day I got to know the agent was the one who tampered with the meter, landing us into trouble. So when we built our own apartments, we decided against putting them in care of agents. I think agents should be stopped from operating since lawyers are available options, because agents would be nowhere to be found when trouble arises at the end of the day.
Meanwhile, the majority leader of the Osun State House of Assembly, Kofoworola Babajide, sponsored a bill seeking to regulate real estate agency practices currently at the Osun State House of Assembly, which, if passed into law, will lead to the establishment of the Osun State Estate Agency Regulatory Authority. The bill will also give power to sanction unlicensed estate agency practitioners in the state, organize monitoring teams, and conduct inspection to ensure compliance, investigate complaints and petitions against licensed estate agency practitioners, and collect data on property transactions. Speaking on the issue, the chairman of the Osun Civil Society Coalition, Comrade Waheed Lawal, who described the activities of the house agent as a pandemic that needs extra caution, maintained that the agent should only be entitled to the 10% of the rent paid. Comrade Lawal, however, enjoined the state lawmakers to consider every needed ingredient in the bill to make the citizens enjoy the dividends of democracy.
The issue of estate agents is becoming is like a pandemic now that need extra cautions. We thank the House of Assembly for putting a bill forward to regulate this. You can't say there a total amount of money for a 2-bedroom apartment is 250,000 naira, or you now say total package 600,000 naira. Where is the remaining 250,000 naira goes? So agents should make sure that they didn't collect more than 10% of whatever rent the tenants pay. So that will minimize the hooks and cries of the people. Law that has no woman face cannot fly. So that is why I'm saying, I'm appealing to the Assembly to make sure that every ingredient needed in that bill must be put in there. They should not put any unnecessary bottlenecks on the landlords, so they can regulate the estate agents' works so that the people of the state will benefit from the dividends of democracy.
The citizens are